Are there people waiting?
Hey, 4C divers! Welcome to Facebook Live. It is October 12th, 2021. It's a Tuesday, and we are happy to see that you guys are logging in to watch our Facebook Live tonight. If you're watching, we want to know where you are listening in from. Are you here in the South Florida area? Are you in Florida? Are you outside of Florida? Are you outside of the U.S.? We want to know. Give us a little comment in the comment section. Tell us hello. Also, if you are enjoying the presentation tonight, give us a thumbs up, a heart emoji, or a nice smiley face. So let us know you're enjoying this topic, because we always want to know what you guys are enjoying. And if you ever want to see a particular talk, email us at info@force-e.com, and I'll try and get a guest presenter for you for that topic. All right, guys, so it is October, and as you guys know, we theme our month. So October is our technical month. So technical diving, we are going to get into it, guys. We already had a great presentation last week with the DUI dry suits, and we've got a great presentation tonight for you about technical gear and how to set it up and what it is that you need to take those dives. So first of all, you guys want to make sure that you're in our raffle for tonight. Before 6:45, go to the link on our website, www.force-e.com, and make sure that you register for tonight's event. We are going to be raffling off a $50 gift card. Who's excited? Woo! All right, so guys, like I said, before 6:45, register. Make sure you get your name in, and we will do our name picker at the end of this presentation. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in our experts today. So I've got my expert here to give you tips and tricks about how to set up gear to get you diving. So, Jimmy Godomsky, come on in. Woo! All right. Hey, how's it going, Jimmy?
Good.
Awesome. All right, so Jimmy, before we kind of jump into the different gear configurations, tell us a little bit about yourself. How long you've been diving for?
I've been diving since 2003, 2004, and got into tech diving probably about 2009, 2010.
Okay, awesome. And so with your technical diving, what's your favorite technical wreck or technical dive you've done so far?
Around here, I greatly enjoy the Skycliff, and I enjoy the Cruise del Sur, and the Hydros I go to. Hydro's a great wreck locally in the area, so those are my kind of go-tos for South Florida.
And so you've done a lot of training, and you use a lot of this gear. What level are you for your certification?
I dive rebreathers. I dive open circuit to basically as deep as you would care to go, and level of certification. I'm an advanced trimix instructor in the area.
Awesome. So guys, he's an instructor. So if you like what you're seeing tonight, you want to take a class, Jimmy here will get you started. So he'll talk to you a little bit more about the classes that you can take to get into this sport. So, all right. So Jimmy, we're going to be talking a little bit about the gear configurations for just different types of systems. And so first I want to bring in Barry. Come on over, Barry. All right. Hey guys, this is Barry. I was diving on the boat with him today, and I was looking at his gear, and I was asking him what kind of a diver he is. So what type of diver are you?
Basically, I'm just a recreational diver, advanced open water, working on my dive master, but I really like to hunt, to be honest with you.
Okay. So for someone like Barry, who is a diver, recreational, he's a hunter, some of this gear can actually work in his favor because of the different configurations. And Barry, are you actually looking to get into tech diving?
Actually, I am.
Okay,
yes.
So we can show you guys, actually Jimmy's going to show you guys, because I'm not the expert, Jimmy is, on the setup that you can use for both recreational and technical. So Jimmy, go ahead.
All right, guys, so we are diving a backplate and wing configuration here. Backplate and wing, you can dive technical or recreational with it. It comes with a single tank wing and a single tank adapter. So the single tank adapter allows you to put just one tank on this, and having one tank, obviously we're not doing anything tech, we're doing recreational diving, but it's very comfortable to dive because like your normal recreational BCD would have. You have weight pockets, you have a lot of extra padding and stuff that would make you buoyant. This does not have that. This has just a straight back plate, which is actually weighted, and it has a 30-pound or 40-pound wing, sometimes even a 25-pound wing for your travel setups, and you can add a weight in the back here as well. So there's a lot you can do with this as a recreational single tank diver, and it's a very comfortable setup. And then going from recreational diving to technical diving, you can use the same plate and just swap out the wing, and it's already fit to you. So since this plate's already fit to you, now you just take this plate and put it on a doubles wing with double tanks, which we'll show you a little bit later. And having those double tanks, now we could do technical diving, we could sling extra bottles, we can make adjustments to go deeper with it, but it's the same setup that you are comfortable in diving thus far. And diving this recreationally gives you practice for diving this technically. So we're going to actually fit this to Barry here because he is getting into technical diving, but he's going to use this for recreational diving as well. And he came into 4C today to get his Halcyon recreational setup.
Let's do it.
All right. So we're going to turn sideways for me here. There you go. And we put this on. So in order to fit this, we want to turn sideways for me. Can't really see. We want to have this back plate a little bit higher on its back. It's sitting a little low right now. You want to be able to fit this so it sits right about here. Take one of your arms and reach back. Try and touch the top of that plate. You should just be able to touch the top of that plate right kind of at your shoulder blades right here. So we want to keep it right about there. That would be an ideal spot to have this back plate. So, all right, we're going to pull this off and a couple of quick adjustments, and we should be able to get this to where we want it. So in order to make the adjustments, there's different versions of this. Halcyon makes a few different versions, and Apex makes a few different versions. Both are going to have either a just a belt slide, your normal belt slide on the back of the plate, which is right here. Or Halcyon also makes a cinch system, where the cinch system, we'll show you a little bit later, it could easily be adjusted on the fly if you're constantly changing either between a wetsuit and a dry suit, or between different people diving your setup there. So we're going to bring in these arm straps for Barry here real quick. Bring it in a little bit. Just a quick adjustment. Let's see how this fits on him. Make sure they're even. Should be about good. All right, let's try this on now. Let's see where that's sitting.
All right.
How does that feel now?
Perfect.
All right, turn sideways for me. Sitting right about where it needs to be. All right, turn sideways so they can see at home. So you want to have it sit right there, maybe a tad bit higher, but you want this to be comfortable enough, so turn this way. So it's going to sit on you comfortably, but when you want to get out of it in the water, it's not going to come right off, but then you can slide right out of it when you get back on the boat. This is actually a little bit loose still. Let me just tighten it just a tad bit more.
So Jimmy, do you need to have a chest strap with one of these things?
You do not. So when these are adjusted correctly, you don't need a chest strap for any of this. The chest strap is more of your recreational BCD diving. And when we get into tech stuff, we want to be able to just kind of have it comfortably sit on us. And then as soon as we have our waistband on and our cross strap on, we won't have to worry about a chest strap that holds it together, because it cinches down as we put it on. All right, let's try this on now, Barry.
All right.
All right, how does that feel on here?
Feels much more snug.
Much more snug?
Yeah.
A little too snug or?
Perfect.
Perfect? Yeah. It's looking good.
Feels much more secure.
So turn face the camera. Your D-rings, now that we've adjusted this, his D-rings are sitting a little bit high right now. We want to bring those down right to about here, I'd say. So when you go in, you want to be able to touch the top of your D-rings.
Yeah, they feel a little high.
Yeah. So they're slightly high. We're going to bring them down just a little bit. And these D-rings they bend out right now because now they bend out so you could reach them easily when you're clipping and unclipping anything you may be clipping to them, like a stage bottle, a light. We have little bungees right here for your lights and whatnot. So pull this off. We'll move them down just to the top of these other H's right here. Right.
Looks about right.
Yeah. All right, those are about even now. So let's put this back on. There you go. All right, so that's right about where Barry needs to be sitting for the setup for tuned to him.
Looks perfect.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
So our next adjustment is going to be the waistband. So we have a D-ring on our left side, and then we don't have a D-ring on the right side at the moment. You could add one to the right side. It actually comes with an extra D-ring if you want to add it to the right side. Or if you have a can light, you can put your can light there, which is what should be sitting on your right side here. But right now, let's hold off on putting that on because we got the crotch strap to adjust to. But this D-ring's sitting way too far forward, so we want that D-ring to sit kind of in line with your side right here. So I'm going to move that back a little. All right. All right, so that's sitting right where we want it to be. So if he were to sling a stage bottle, or you could clip off any hunting gear, spear gun, or anything you may have to right here, just kind of sling it behind you while we're looking for fish or something like that. You're good to go. Cool. All right, so now our buckle, we want to move back a little bit. So we'll move it back here a little bit.
Jimmy, while you're moving the buckle back, what do you do with that extra webbing?
Oh, we're going to cut all the excess off. So people are different sizes, right? So different size people are going to need extra webbing. This is kind of a one-size-fits-all BCD, and the webbing could be changed out easily. The webbing, you get the webbing for like $20 at the end of the day, and if you need to change it out, if you need to replace it, if you make a wrong cut or something like that, we can always change out the webbing, and it doesn't take that long to change out the webbing. You want that buckle to sit right about there. And we'll end up cutting all this excess off at the end of the day, and then we burn the ends so it doesn't fray or anything like that. All right. All right, and now we got this. And grab your crotch strap there. All right.
There we go.
How does that feel? A little tight?
No, it's probably right. A little tight.
A little tight, yeah. So we're going to adjust the cross strap so it's comfortable. You don't want to have it too tight, obviously, for you guys out there that are trying to do this. Like, don't want it too tight, but you don't want it too loose either. You just want it to fit snug. You want it to be comfortable. So we're going to make a quick adjustment on that and give you a few more inches to the crotch strap. And that, once again, is just a quick adjustment of sliding, giving yourself a little bit more on the crotch strap here. So slide that through. Slide that through there. And then this D-ring, we actually want to sit higher. So your this is the butt D-ring pretty much. You can clip reels off to here. You could clip your SMB off to here. Multiple uses here. So we could clip anything we want to behind us. And then this front D-ring, if you're scootering or something like that, now you have something that's kind of locked to you, and the scooter could pull you when it's out in front of you. All right. Let's see how that crotch strap's sitting now. All right.
Much better.
Much better. Yeah.
That through there. Perfect.
All right. So now we're completely webbed. We're good to go. You have your inflator hose. So there's a bungee here. It's a solid O-ring bungee, and we can fit the inflator hose right through there. And now we're going to cut some webbing off. We'll burn the webbing, and we're pretty much set up good to go for single tank diving.
All right.
Okay, so what about weights, Jimmy? What do we do for if you're needing weights?
So weighting systems. This is an aluminum backplate. So the aluminum backplate weighs roughly, I want to say 2.5 or 3 pounds. They have a steel backplate, which is 5.5 pounds. But with an aluminum tank, this is about a 5.5 pound insert or so. So this insert is a weight in itself. Right here. So the insert, if you're diving an aluminum tank, now you have weight to offset that aluminum tank. And if you're diving a steel tank, we could always take this out, and the steel tank should be enough weight to sink you. If we need excess weight, if we're in a dry suit, if we're in a very thick wetsuit, we also have weight pouches. So weight pouches flip on here and here. And these weight pouches, now you could add even excess weight into these weight pouches, and it's ditchable weight. So now we have weight that we could ditch, and we have weight that's integrated into the whole system. But pretty much when you're diving a backplate and wing, you want to be exactly neutrally buoyant with the system itself. So we don't need any excess weight in order to sink this. Your normal recreational BCD will be positively buoyant right from the get-go. So we need to add weight just to sink that, and then we need to add weight to account for, say, an aluminum tank or so. With backplate and wing, we don't need that excess weight. We can pretty much dive this as it is, and we'll always be either neutral or very slightly negative at the start of the dive. By the end of the dive, you should be neutrally buoyant. All right.
Okay, so I got a question. So Barry said that he wanted to learn some tech diving. So what are the courses that he can take that he can use this setup, and especially taking courses with you? What are those courses?
So we start with an intro to tech course. The intro to tech course, we do what we just did here. We fit the backplate and wing to you, and then we learn the fundamentals of technical diving. Fundamentals of technical diving, we talk about why things are placed where. We talk about double tanks and how to dive double tanks on your back when site configuration, and why the hoses are coming from your right post, your left post, why it's configured the way it is, why we have a long hose, why we're doing the skills that we need to do in order to do a safe and comfortable dive.
Awesome. All right. So you want to take that class soon?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, I know, Jimmy, you teach it, and we have
Yes.
some other instructors at 4C that teach it as well. So if you're interested in taking the Intro to Tech course, give us a call at 4C. All right. So
now we have this setup. Barry's recreational diving with this setup. Now he wants to take that Intro to Tech course. Well, he's fit to his setup already. He's been diving this. He's comfortable diving a backplate and wing configuration. Now we're going to get into, okay, we want to turn this into a double setup. So let's pull that off.
Let's do it. Diving doubles.
Diving doubles.
Tear stuff.
So this actually comes apart very easily with just 2 wing nuts. So we're going to pull this off. Set that there. And there's one under here too. And this whole pad could come off if you don't want to have the pad on. If you want to have the pad on, you can leave the pad on as well. So we pull that off, and now we have just your singles wing.
In this particular wing, what is the lift on this?
The lift on this wing is 30 pounds.
And they have different size wings?
They have 30 pounds and 40 pounds. Generally, if you're diving a single tank configuration, you want a 30-pound lift wing. When we get to double tanks, Halcyon makes a 40-pound and a 60-pound. Apex makes a 45-pound and I believe a 60 or 65-pound. You don't want a wing that's too big for the tanks that you're diving. So generally a 40-pound wing or a 45-pound wing is going to be what you want to dive, because it'll start to taco around the tank, and once you start to get that tacoing effect, now it's going to throw off your trim when we're getting into our skills and whatnot. You don't want to have a wing that's too big for what you're diving. So we're going to take this back plate, grab that double swing for me, and we're going to put it on a set of doubles down here. Sorry, guys. So in order to fit this to the double tanks, all we're doing is the same configuration as the single tank adapter that's on the back of there, but we don't need a single tank adapter because we have a double tank setup here. Now we're going to get this wing, put this wing on these tanks right here. And now it's the same basic wing nut system that we were diving with the single tank setup. We're just going to add that to this double tank setup right here. And the screws and bolts and everything are already on the double tank setup. So screw that down.
Now, are there certain size cylinders that this will only fit on, or any of the double cylinders?
So the 40-pound wing you want to use with your aluminum 80s, your low pressure 85s, or your high pressure 100s. As soon as we get to tanks that are bigger than that, like your 8-inch tanks that are generally heavier, now we might need to go to a 60-pound lift wing. But for the majority of everything that we're going to do, a 40-pound lift wing or 45-pound lift wing is fine. So we're all good there. Now we're going to set Barry up in double tanks, right from a single tank setup to a double tank setup. Just like
This is a real first, ladies and gentlemen. First time in the doubles.
Yeah.
All right. Watch it.
All right. Waistband the crotch strap. There you go.
Barry, how does that feel?
Feels the exact same as the other one, which is nice.
Do you guys ever have problems with the webbing on the shoulders rubbing?
No, and generally when we're diving tech, we're diving a wetsuit, so we don't have that rubbing. If you would like to, if you're diving a rash guard or say nothing, there is options for padding on the shoulders. So a setup like this, we also have custom colors on these as well, but a setup like this has padding all down the shoulders here. So if you're diving a rash guard or no wetsuit at all, you have options for that. And you have options for custom colors, which is, there you go.
Beautiful. Cool.
Barry's over here in Dublin.
Yeah,
so
no,
it
it
wasn't
actually feels really comfortable.
Okay, guys, we want to
It
know
really does.
what color. What's your favorite? Go ahead in the comment section. We want to know. Oh, you're doing jumping jacks. Nice. Come on, guys, give us in the comment section. What color would you like to see yourself diving in? Look at this. I mean, hello, hot pink. Duh, that's my color right there. Camo. Oh yeah.
That's my dog's name.
So, all these cool colors. Oh yeah, Mike Green. Green, of course, because your last name's Green.
There you go.
All right.
So, and this system is called the Infinity system. It also comes with a built-in cinch system, so it's easily adjustable, like I was talking about before. How we took that time to adjust the belt slides and Barry's. Nicole, you want to try this on? Well, Nicole, try this on, and we could easily adjust this to Nicole by using the cinch system. So now this is on here. All right, just turn sideways. There you go. And we can adjust this need be wherever we want to put it. So if we need a little bit more, there you go. And we'll undo this. Oh, that strap is tied into this.
It's all right.
There you go. You good?
Where am I? I can't feel it.
Hold on. Grab the crotch strap.
Hi, everybody. How's it going? So, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I love having something like this on because with a regular BCD that's inflating around my, torso area, sometimes it inflates and it's like, but with this, everything's on the back. So that's a really cool feature. So if you're somebody who doesn't like to get that squeeze, this is a great option. And us girls, we can configure this to us as well, because a lot of those BCDs out there, they don't fit us as well as we like. And so again, like you were talking about, Jimmy, you can configure this exactly to the size that you need.
Mm-hmm.
And the color is cool because girls like colors.
There you go.
All right, so can you just show them really quick, Barry, bring it closer.
Cool.
How you did that adjustment here?
So the adjustment on this one is done with a cinch system. If you see on the back of this one, it doesn't have a belt slide. It has this plastic piece that allows the webbing to slide freely. So we could make quick adjustments using this cinch system on the back plate. And that's if you're making adjustments wetsuit to dry suit. If you're using for multiple people, we can make a quick adjustments to make a quick fitment.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What about the Apex?
The Apex, same concept. Your back plate is a back plate. All the back plates are going to be generally the same. This is actually Sam's back plate. It's for him. And this is your Apex back plate. They have the wing. It's actually an 18-pound wing. They make an 18, they make a 25, a 30, and a 45 for a single tank setup as well. And they have webbing. They have extra padding on the webbing here, and they have your standard wing inflation.
But they also have something a little different. This material, because I noticed that the other ones are like a nylon?
Yes, this material is quick dry material. So when you get out of the water, it dries extra fast, and it's made a little bit more durable for puncture and resistance to any kind of metals or anything that you might run into in a wreck or so.
And there's different types of plates.
Yes. So generally, there's one standard size of a plate, and then for shorter females, we have a small back plate. So the small back plate is just for a smaller torso area, and it allows you to fit a girl or a child to a smaller frame.
And the materials that backplates are made out of?
So materials, we have aluminum, we have steel, And then we have a carbon fiber plate, and the carbon fiber plate is actually very good for travel. It weighs pretty much nothing, and great for travel. I use this on single tank, double tank, and rebreather, and it's interchangeable for all of them.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Let's see what else. So pockets. We don't have pockets on a backplate and wing setup. But you'll see maybe on the boats that you're diving, a lot of people wearing shorts with pockets. Apex makes these shorts. We also have, I think Highland makes shorts as well. And there's other companies out there that make shorts, but you have shorts with pockets. So now you have places to store anything like you would on your BCD. But now you're completely free in this area, and you can move around in this area, and you can access your pockets very easily. All right. Oh, here's the Highland shorts. So
I used to think those pockets were a joke. They're not.
So these are the Highland shorts pockets, and these are the Apex shorts pockets.
Nice. And Jimmy, where can we get all this gear?
Your local 4C dive shop, of course.
Woohoo!
So let's talk about your regulator setup, though. Your regulator setup, if you're diving a single tank reg setup, single tank regs are interchangeable, and all you would need to dive a double tank setup would be an extra second stage and a long hose configuration. So we actually sell a reg package here that has a long hose configuration, and then it comes with extra hoses to dive your single tank configuration, and it's only a matter of moving 2 hoses in order to go from a single tank to a double tank configuration of diving back mounted doubles.
Awesome.
And that comes in Halcyon and in Apex. The Apex makes a double tank configuration as well, which these are the Tech 3s. These are more preferred for double tank. And then they also make a reg for that goes from single tank to double tank configuration. All right.
Okay. All right. So Mike Green wants to know, please talk about dive right gear. For example, differences they offer as opposed to their competitors. 4C is a dive right we do carry dive. Sorry, there we are.
Oh,
we do carry dive right. So
dive right gear. What specifically would you like to know about dive right gear again?
They just said, please talk about the dive right gear. For example, differences they offer as opposed to their competitors.
They offer your standard backplate and wing configuration. Their wings they have a redundant bladder wing, as well as Apex has a redundant bladder wing as well. We learn a little bit more about all of this in an intro to tech class. But for your single tank configurations, which we're doing here, they also make a harness that is set up more for recreational use. Apex has one as well. Apex has this harness for recreational use, and it's a comfort fit harness. I forget what it's called off the top of my head, but I know they do offer it. And if you want to elaborate on that any more, Mike, then I can I could go from there. But that's all I got on that one.
So guys, just so you know, if you want to know more about the gear and get it fit to you personally, one, you can take the class that we were talking about. Mm-hmm. And you can come in here to the 4C and talk to one of our associates, and they can get you more information that you need to get set up in something like this. So, all right. So it looks like we have a random name picker. We're going to give away a $50 gift card. So let's go ahead and bring up those names. All right, here we go, guys. Oop, oop, oop. There it is. Okay, the $50 gift card is going to let's see. Bill Kirksley. Hopefully I said your name right. Bill, you are our winner tonight. Give us a woo-woo if you're listening in. We want to know how you're doing. Guys, do you have any other questions for us before we sign off? If you do, in the comment section, go ahead and type that in. And I see everybody answered with their favorite colors. Sam's walking over here. Sam, what do you want to add to this? Come on over, Sam.
Nothing.
He just wants to come in.
All good.
We're having a lot of fun down here at the 4C Pompano store. A little bit about Pompano and a lot of the 4C stores. We also do technical fills, right, Jimmy?
Yep, we have a whole full tech fill station, full trimix, bank 1050, 1845, and 2135. Can make whatever deco gas you need. On hand, O2. We have O2 on tap all day. I hear a lot of people are running low on O2 lately. We got it here, so come in, get your O2 fills.
All right. Thank you so much, Jimmy, for a great presentation. How to configure the backplate and wings for both recreational and for technical diving. And if you want to get into technical diving, give us a call. We'll get you in a class. And if you already are a tech diver and you want to do some diving, we have lots of dives available. We have some of the best tech dives in South Florida right here in our backyard. Where are we going this Friday?
This Friday, we're actually going to the Skycliff this Friday. We're running a new boat out of Boynton, heading to Skycliff. And then we got a Miracle of Life trip coming up the following week and a hydro coming up the week after that. So we got plenty of tech dives coming up here in the local area.
Awesome. All right. So, Barry, you ready to go diving?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Woo! Check out my new backplate and wing.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. As we always say, give us a call at 4C. We'll get you the gear to go diving. See ya.